Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and I just had to do a little recording for you with Dr. Nielsen because I've just learned that he's like the human lightsaber. We just did a video about energy and how our bodies need stress relief, and we had this great little conversation about the positive energy because we just talked about negative energy and how to
Yep.
release it. So you were telling me about, how
After
you.
my process, what I do
Right,
in
right,
the
right, right.
morning.
Yeah, so I love this. So I just thought we needed to get on here for like 2 minutes and just share what you do and then what the reaction is from your family.
Okay. So what I do, and I won't go into the full thing just because it's quick, but basically what I do is I think of a time event that was like, let's say, love. And then what I do is I take that in, so I imagine I have that as light, basically, and then I just bring that into my soul. So I do that several times. So by the time I'm done, like one morning, my wife looked over and she said, I opened my eyes because I think like the whole room was coming full of light. And I was like, and I seriously was like, and like seriously, I feel like my whole body is like a human lightsaber. So then when I get up, and I'm like, good morning, just like, give me a hug. And it's like,
All their kids.
right? So the kids are just like, yeah, that's my dad. That's my dad on fire. But not like literally outside, but yeah, that's what happens.
Well, the cool thing is think about when you're around somebody who's positive and happy and maybe something really good just happened to them or they just got a big promotion and
Oh, yeah.
think about how their energy flows off onto you and makes you feel good.
Right.
So if you
Like we do that for each other.
Exactly. So if we do this strategically throughout the day, like one of the things that you said is your little 3-year-old daughter, you said you described her as a spicy peanut.
Oh,
And
she is.
and she came up and gave you some love, and so you took that moment and you brought it into your heart with all this
Yes.
gratitude.
I retook that moment and gave it and re-brought it into my heart, into my soul. Exactly.
And I think when you do that and you make a conscious effort to bring these positive moments, and we might have to dig a little bit deeper or practice this to do this and think about the moments, because some of us get caught in all the negativity that's happening that we don't go, oh, well, look, here's a really good thing.
Right.
And here's a quick little story. My husband is very close to our 2 grandkids. And the other day they were playing in the swimming pool, and I was just sitting out had gotten out and I was laying on a towel with my grandson. And my husband was in the pool, and one of the kids had jumped in with a towel, right? And so the towel was all wet. So our 10-year-old granddaughter, who's very close to my husband, they're just best buddies, got the towel and put it over his head, right? And they're in the water. And then what happened is she got underneath the towel, and then he started acting. It's so funny, human lightsaber, because he started talking like Darth Vader underneath the towel. It was kind of echoing and I could see them in the pool, the two of their heads with the towel over them, this big wet heavy towel, and they giggled and laughed for probably 10 minutes under there. And he was just, and I could feel the joy coming out of the pool. And then later, after they'd gone home and we were having dinner, he said to me, those 10 minutes under that towel in the pool with Hazel, I will remember for the rest of my life. That brought him so much, that moment, he was just like, there was this bonding. Now they're close anyway. He teaches her to cook. They have this really, and since birth, they've had this very close, he has with both of them. But there was this moment where it just filled him with so much joy and love. And when he was sharing his feelings about it, I could feel it coming at me.
That's beautiful.
And it was so amazing. So I think what we need to do is remember the moments.
Remember them and replay them over and over and over. Those great moments, replay them.
Yeah.
And you guys, I recommend, if you don't do this on a daily basis, you're missing out. But replay these moments. You need to feel gratitude, love, and gratitude every day. He could replay that moment every day, and that will make him a happy man for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
And there's so many moments. As soon as I walk in the door, I'm going to have another moment. Yeah. I saw Jean, and it was a moment of greatness. Replay those moments. Okay.
Yeah. So thanks. To me, that's like such a beautiful moment. and a beautiful message. So we love you guys. Thank you for just being part of our tribe. I consider every one of you part of our tribe. So thanks for being there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.